Well, right now, top lawmakers on their way to that crucial meeting at the White House. It's going to be 25 minutes from now. After failing to reach a deal over the weekend on spending and the debt limit, Republican Senator Susan Collins appeared close to working out a bipartisan agreement with a 6-month spending bill and a short-term debt limit increase through late January. Well, we're hearing the latest plan would actually reverse that. I asked our next guests to come up with 3 things they would give to get the deal done. My guests, Fox News contributor Julie Roginski and radio host Lars Larson. All right, the two of you, I gave you an assignment. This is the real story. We get real on this show. Lars, what are the 3 things from the Republican side that you would be willing to give up or compromise to get this darn thing done?
How about an increase in the debt ceiling in exchange, dollar for real cuts? Of course, the Democrats are going the opposite direction. They're saying they need even more spending. They want to get rid of the sequestration cuts. So I'm not sure that's a starter as we start there. Obamacare, I think, is going to go into action. And as far as I'm concerned, let it go, because it's a train wreck and it's getting worse almost every day.
Wow.
As far as anything else to give up, leave the government shut down for right now. I don't think we give up anything else. We stand our ground. This president does not want to negotiate. He does not want to do a deal. And I don't think this president cares if he does damage to the country. He's done plenty in the last 4.5 years.
Julie, your 3 things.
None. 0. I know you're going to call me out on it, but here's my attitude. The Democrats are already compromising in the fact that they're willing to do something on sequester, and they're actually proposing a continuing resolution at sequester levels. That's already a huge compromise from where the Democrats were even a few weeks ago. So the fact that the Republicans now want to say, we're going to burn down this House, we're going to burn down this government, unless you give us what we want, a 1-year delay in Obamacare, or we're going to completely tank the full faith and credit in the United States. Are you kidding me? This is not how you negotiate. If this were a Democratic Congress and a Republican president and the Democratic Party were doing this, I would be equally outraged.
Julie,
yes.
There were so many other delays with Obamacare, first and foremost. But the idea that you will not give me 3 things,
None.
Does that not say exactly what's wrong with Washington?
No,
Yep.
but I'll tell you why. Because if you're talking about the fact that I'm going to say to you, Gretchen, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to burn the house down unless you give me A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Why would you say? Why would you agree to that? Why would you not say, actually, don't come over, don't burn down my house? What right do you have to burn down the house? We're about to burn down.
But how do we get anywhere? How do we get anywhere, Lars, if people aren't willing to at least give something?
When you say people, let's talk about the people who've been willing to compromise. The Republicans. The president's the one who said he won't negotiate, he won't negotiate, he won't negotiate. And you describe it as burning down the House, Julie. It's not burning down the House. This is the standard same kind of tactics that are used by unions all the time. If we don't get what we want, we're shutting the whole operation down until you'll come to the table and talk about making a deal. Unions do this every time they go on strike. We are not burning the government down to have it shut down. And by the way, 80% of it is still in operation. The only part that, and especially the parts that are putting barricades up around around national monuments.
I want to be sure to get this in, Lars, because Julie,
all right.
You know, even something like the medical tax device tax, I think so many Democrats would be in favor of getting rid of that. You won't even give me that?
Including me. Oh, no, Gretchen, I'm all for sitting down and compromising. I'm just simply saying, don't hold the debt limit, don't hold the full faith and credit of the United States hostage. Bills, by the way, that Congress has already incurred. This is not new revenue. These are bills that Congress has already incurred. Don't run up the credit card and then say we're not going to pay it off, because at the end of the day, all it's going to do is tank the entire financial system, not just of this country, but the worldwide financial system. So I have no problem sitting down and negotiating. Just do it after you pass the debt limit
Well, let me ask you this. Are the two of you going to be at all pleased if, in fact, in 22 minutes from now, when the 4 top leaders go to meet with the president, that they actually hammer out a deal? Will you be happy, Lars?
It depends on what the deal says. But at this point, the president hasn't said he's going to move anywhere.
I'd love to see, I agree with Lars, I'd love to see what the deal is. But look, the Republicans don't even know what they want. First, they wanted a defund of Obamacare. Then first they wanted a repeal. Then they wanted a defund. Right. Well, you're not going to get it. So let's move on from that. So then now they wanted, a medical device tax. Let's see what the actual deal is. And then, but I will say this president is responsible partially for what we're seeing today, because he kept giving away the store to the Republicans over the debt limit a couple of years ago, and now you see that they think they can keep holding the worldwide economy hostage. That's why you're seeing a Wall Street Journal poll that shows the Republicans 22% think 22% below Democrats in terms of who's responsible for this.
All
the
right.
kind of rhetoric Lars is talking
I'm
about.
going to let our viewers decide
Gretchen.
who handled the assignment better with the three things on the real story today.
One.
I got to wrap it up there. Lars, Julie, thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Gretchen.
New details.